Hello, folks. It's 26 February here. Raining. It's a rainy day, but the good thing is the week is ended. It's Friday, so I thought let me put up a video. Today, now I'll start the bigger series which I always wanted to for this channel. Uh, I'll have a lot of stories to share and keep in this particular discussion. So what I've planned is I will divide it into separate episodes and just talk about the journey, my entire hip surgery journey. Like I had a hip and a knee surgery, more than 100 stitches, right from knee to just above, till the back. I would say that's it's a huge one, but I don't want to directly talk about the surgery. That was a unique tough experience. But 5 6 months of experience of what I went through. But before that, today I just want to talk about how did I even end up there? How did I end up selecting the doctor and that hospital? And so basically, now just to be very honest, so when I was in India, around 4 5 years back, more than 4 5 years back, I do keep on, like, whenever you have any type of problems, you keep researching about it, finding the latest tech innovation in that particular space. So I use an artificial prosthetic. Basically, my right leg is 19 centimeters shorter than the left. So I've been walking with the prosthesis for like good 25 years now. So it's yeah, ever since I was a kid. So I'm pretty good with it. I'm very used to it. So but always you knew that okay, the problems will come, like eventually when you limp so much. I used to play a lot of cricket and run, walk without the shoe as well. So the limp, I knew will be damaging my hip and my knee as well. So it was in India when I started facing some pains, or I actually forgot, but yeah, there's some pains or something. I started researching, like, okay, who is the best in terms of limb lengthening, limb surgeries. I was actually looking for a solution, and lengthening is a solution. So I tried to research on public Reddit forums or the pages people have, and just seeing who has patents in particular lengthening space. And India, I found the best doctor. India is Manohar Parihar was the best doctor there. I did go to him, but even he was skeptical because my case is little unique and tough. It's not something that's done regularly, and he he basically gave me direction that hey, if it's not broken, why do you have to fix it right away? So he said if you're walking good with the shoe, you have momentum, you can do everything. So you should wait for a few years and just let it be, and when you have an actual problem, then you can go for it. So we agreed to it. I was young, and my sister joined me to Mumbai, I remember. So we felt his guidance was correct. It's that even if we are not very sure, then there's no point going with that. So that was a beautiful decision we took, I would say, along with the help of Dr. Mangal. So yeah, so that was when I was researching. I found okay, in India is the best, but all over the world, the Dr. Dror Paley, I figured out he studied under the Russian scientist Elizara, who actually invented all the limb lengthening and all those tech things. And when I read about it, his success rate and how he talks, I did saw a lot of YouTube and everything about him. It just felt, and it was like 4 years back, and I just had the first feeling was, hey, it's very expensive for you. An Indian coming to US getting a surgery, it's like in Indian rupees, it will be like 1 crore plus. You don't have that much amount of money. We are in a normal middle class family, uh, not bad on income, not good. Like it's a stable family for us in terms of money. So we were very clear it will never happen. Nobody can come here. So I kind of said to myself, okay, it's kind of a dream, maybe, that if at all in future. But then I always had it in my mind that, okay, my sister has moved to US. She moved after some time. Then I kind of indirectly had that feeling that maybe if I join Microsoft, or join any company that can move me to US, then they might have maybe good insurance, and in future 5 6 years down the line I can use that insurance, that if at all need comes for me to get any kind of surgeries. And also that was just a thought. And at times when you give your subconscious some thought or something, indirectly you start striving for it. I realized I never directly approached it saying, hey, I will go to Microsoft, then I'll go to US, then I'll go to Dr. Paley, get surgery. It was never planned. Okay, you can't plan so precisely for so long, right? It's a 5 6 year plan. But indirectly I felt, yes, we that maybe if a perfect thing would happen, this would be the perfect thing, that I do this. And but I was very clear, like, it will not happen with him. Like, I cannot get a shot with him. He's world's best. He's so costly and all. Now, fast forward, I moved to Microsoft, cleared the interviews, everything went well. I joined them, worked for Microsoft for 2 years in India, and luckily things worked out for me that I got to move to US. So when I moved here, again, life was normal. I came here to work. Intention was to work, no surgery, something like, who wants a surgery anyways? So, but suddenly after like good 7 8 months here, I started feeling that, walking even couple of kilometers, like 1 to 2 kilometers in a day, ended up with lot of my feet pained. I was tired, and I just felt the capacity is going down. Something is not so correct. So I reached out to our office. We have those helplines, right? The insurance ones, like who finds doctor for you. So I tried to ask them who is the best orthopedic surgeon in the area. I am Washington area. So they came up with some doctor, and I went. And you'll be surprised. I'll not tell the doctor's name, but he was like, he didn't even take an X-ray. Literally no X-ray. He saw an X-ray which I did with Dr. Parihar like 3 4 years back, and he was like, "Yeah, your leg is healthy. Everything is healthy. Let's just do lengthening next month. Just get admitted, and we'll do it, and just take a week's leave, and not more than 7 days, and you can just recover and work at the same time." I was like, "Wow, is it so easy?" And that put a doubt in me, because they actually had reached out 2 3 times more that, hey, we should do your surgery, we should lengthen your leg. Like, guys, I am not sure. Like, you feel like it's a piece of cake, but I personally think it's much more. If it was that easy, it would have been done very early. So that's where I felt I need a second opinion. I need a very good opinion from someone who is the best. So you always ask for multiple opinions. That's one tip I will give you if you're planning a surgery or anything. If it's a big one, never go by one opinion. Have visit multiple doctors. Find who's really good. At least for consulting you should pay. Like, okay, giving the procedure done is a different thing. Depends on the procedure type. If it's a fairly standard one, you can go anywhere. But if it's a complicated one, choose a doctor who's really good. So I've decided I need to get a second opinion, but that opinion has to be someone very good. Like, if I've seen a doctor who's very good in my area, then it has to be much better. And I was ready to travel across the US. Then that time, I again, after good 4 5 years, had this remembrance of Dr. Paley. I'm like, oh man, I forgot about that guy. He's one of the best. I'm in US. I do have some kind of insurance. Like, I still paid. It's not like free, but highly discounted. Like 90% of the money will be paid. So 10% is manageable now that I work here. So I was like, yeah, I should. So what I did, now you will not believe, I did not call his office. I did not book an appointment. What I did was I drafted an email. I attached my X-rays, and I forwarded to him saying, hey, I need a second opinion, or what do you think about my case? And to my amazement, within, I guess, next 48 hours, 2 days, replied. He replied to me and says, "Your case is super complicated. You will need a super hip, a super knee." He calls it super hip, super knee. So you need two surgeries before we do anything on your leg, be it lengthening and all, because as per him, the hip socket is nearly half out. The knee has clunks. So it's like your socket is not correct, your leg is rotated 60 degree, and these are all the reasons that is leading for you not to be able to walk for long distances and having those pains and all, because the rotation is there, the socket is coming out. So but so he's like, yeah, you should just come visit it and I'll tell you the details. And that was how I decided, yes, let me go to Florida. So fast forward, I by myself, I used to live with my sister here. Sister, her husband, kid, like we were people, we were 3 4 people. But for consultation, we felt I could just go and meet him, and then we can take it forward. I fast forward went to Florida, West Palm, and uh, met him for, and he's one of the nicest guys, like super busy, but if he gives you time, like if he enters in a room with you, he will. So what I did was I prepared a flowchart of questions, because when you're going by yourself alone, you don't have the second opportunity. You're meeting such a huge big doctor for the first time. So what I did was I prepared a flowchart of questions, everything I wanted answered. I did my research as well a little, and carried every X-ray and everything I had. And the nice guy he is, he answered much more than my stupid flowchart. Sorry for the language, but uh, he made sure that all my questions are answered before he leaves that particular appointment. So therefore, in general, things run slow there. It might take, even if you have 12 a.m. or 12 p.m. appointment, chances are you will meet him at 3 p.m. But if you meet him, that is where satisfaction comes in for any patient. I would say that if your doctor has the empathy, if they, really want to listen to you, answer all your questions, make sure you are confident on going through, because it's a huge procedure. So he was such a honest guy. He actually told me, like, dude, first thing, the best decision you took was not getting yourself operated anywhere so far. So he's like, if you had good chances, the case is so tilted, you might have done a lot of damage. So that was one good thing. He suggested to me that you did not get it treated anywhere. He Mangal Parihar was his student. All the doctors, half of the doctors were kind of his student, which he has taught. So he did tell me that, okay, the surgery we will do is 9 out of 10 when it comes to complexity. It will take good 7 8 hours. Like that's the amount of time that will be the surgery, and it will be tough initially, couple of months. He's like, it always get better every day. That's what he said. I'll talk about the surgery experience later, and later episodes. We'll be wrapping this one up soon now. So yeah, so that appointment with him was, first thing we need to do is do a super hip, super knee, that we get your hip entirely aligned, we have your bones aligned, everything would be aligned, and we leave it for a year, more than a year, for it to heal. It needs a lot of healing, and then when we believe you're ready for the next phase, that is lengthening and all, that's optional, we can think about it later, but this is the focus. I'll get your leg in a right shape, angle, the hip socket, the knee clunk, everything. And I felt so confident after that 40 minutes. I was like, yes, this is the doctor I would blindly trust to get myself operated. And it's a good thing for humanity, I would say, to have such unique doctors around. Like, I personally haven't met someone that good so far. I met a lot of doctors, like 45 plus overall. I count. I haven't counted. I have a file. So, yeah, that was where I decided, yes, I need to go for it. And they did all real time X-rays. They measured the exact difference. They had a pre meeting with the doctor. So everything was planned. It was not random without seeing X-rays. Hey, let's do a surgery. Let's lengthen your leg. So that's where I also felt confident saying, yes, he is the right person. Like, I don't should even, like, the amount of research I had done on him already, and the discussion with him was awesome. So I felt, yes, I will get whatever he said, super knee, super hip. Initially, I felt easy. When I talk about the surgery, I'll tell you how it ended up. I thought, yeah, it's just like a fracture, you will get well in a month or so and all. But no, man, it's a different beast altogether, which is for later discussion. So yeah, met him. He gave me a date like 5 6 months later. Like we met, maybe, yeah, next year date he gave me, that okay, you come in February and we'll do your surgery, have from someone from family, and also that experience will share how who supported me, how the experience of surgery was. But I felt content. I felt, even if no one was along with me, I was in that room alone, like no family members, no one traveled with me there. But I felt I should go for it. That was the right discussion I had, and that's it. Flew back and then started planning for the surgery. And yeah, we'll talk about the surgery experience later. But this is how I ended up finalizing my doctor for getting my surgery done. And next episode we'll talk about surgery planning, not the actual surgery. It's still late, but yeah, we'll talk about how do you plan a surgery. Thank you so much. Bye bye.